Yo, what's going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? It's your boy DeAndre, aka Shango Rising, aka um, Eternal Student 318. Speak easy, just depending on where you know me from. You gonna know whichever name, but it's Dre. It's all me. How y'all doing today, man? I hope everybody doing good, doing well, um, having a good day, getting ready for a dope weekend, things of that nature. Today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and break down the keys to self-discovery for Aquarius. Things that you can do, Aquarius, that will allow you to realize your potential and this help you with other facets of your being. We're not even gonna waste any time. Usually I get in and I'll say some stuff, joking around, but we're gonna go ahead and get right to it. So basically I did the spread already, and from what I can tell, it looks like the theme of this particular spread is like changes. It's like definitely changes that need to be made, balance that needs to be brought forth, things of that nature. So the first card that I pulled was the Wheel of Fortune card. What the Wheel of Fortune card is indicating is what makes you unique. What makes you unique, Aquarius, is your ability to adapt. Things aren't always going to be exactly how you want them, and it's not always easy to navigate when things don't go as planned. Now, I'm a Cancer sun sign, so I know, like, to me, when things don't go right, like, it kind of just throws me off, and sometimes it's a little bit difficult for me to get back on track. Aquarius, it's not so hard for you because you're an air sign. You have the ability to just weather that storm, and you know, in the midst of things happening, still be able to produce, achieve, things of that nature. So the way that you or that's what makes you unique. I'm sorry, that's what makes you unique. So use that, and just know that you have that ability. Two, the second card pulled in this deck is indicative of how to unlock your powers. So the Justice card is telling you that bringing order will allow you to recognize your potential. Um, that is important. If you're familiar with the laws of Ma'at, that's basically what that speaks of: balance and order, keeping things balanced. We live in a dual-based reality, so it's very important that we're not tipping too far on one side. That's what the Justice card is telling you in this particular spread, Aquarius. Bringing balance will help you achieve the vast potential and unlock your powers. The third card pulled in this spread is the Eight of Wands. Also, what I noticed before I even go any further is that there's there's like three wands cards in this particular deck. Wands usually are indicative of battles and things that we bring upon ourselves. So these are a lot of inner situations that we need to fix, Aquarius. Just thought I'd throw that out there. But the Eight of Wands is telling you that you need to unlock your creativity. You need to have some movement, some travel. You don't necessarily have to go on a super long trip, but you just need to like change your environment sometimes. Like I said, you're an air sign, so the winds of change, and the air of change is good for you. Sometimes it's just good to breathe some different air, some fresh air. So unlocking your creativity traveling will be really good at unlocking your creativity. And even if you're traveling from, you know, this particular mindset to that particular mindset, it could be travel from people that you deal with. I mean, it don't necessarily have to be you getting up and getting on a plane, but it's just about you changing like your environment so that you can like recalibrate and see things in a different light. The fourth card pulled in this spread and how to unlock your compassion is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is telling us that New beginnings and new perspectives and new ideas will allow us to be more compassionate. It will allow us to be able to just see things from a different way. Like once you start to have compassion, you start to gain perspective on things. You don't tend to judge things too harshly. It's more about just being able to step outside of the situation and see things for what they are, and like new beginnings will definitely help out with that. Um, and a new perspective will definitely allow you to have that compassion come in, because that's very important. A lot of times we don't really understand how important compassion is to our endeavors, because we're so focused on what we're doing. But compassion allows you to kind of expand and allow you to see everything that's going on and see what's going on, to play with everything and allow you to move differently depending on what you discover, when we take a step back. The next card I pulled, this is the sixth, or hold on, this is the fifth card. I'm sorry, the fifth card in the particular spread is indicative of how to unlock your prosperity, and that is the Two of Pentacles. Again, this is about balance and adaptability. Once you begin to get that balance, and once you can stay in an adaptable place, that will bring you to prosperity. You won't be too worried about what's going on. You won't be too just in your head about things. You'll understand, like, okay, we got to balance this out. This needs to be balanced. Whatever needs to be balanced in regards to your prosperity, that will basically bring you what you're looking for in terms of that. It's kind of like if you are taking a test. Say you got a test in school and you know that you have to take this test on Thursday, but you don't begin to study until Friday. That's out of balance. Like, what I'm saying? You may do well on that test, but you haven't given yourself enough study time from whenever you knew you had to, say, Monday to Friday to take this test, and you've kind of thrown your studying out of balance. You're cramming. And again, some people are crammers, but basically what I'm trying to tell you is that you need to balance things out to be prosperous. You can't just expect to be prosperous if your balance is out of whack. The sixth card in this particular spread is pertaining to peace of mind, and this is the Death card. Basically what the Death card is telling you is that we need to accept things that can't be changed. There's some things that you just can't change, and you have to accept them. And you can't, just run yourself roughshod or put yourself in the mindset of, oh my God, how can I fix this? Or dang, this happened because of this, or constantly just in a down state. Accept the things that can't be changed and move on. Once you move on, once you accept things and move on, why would you be cluttered? You definitely have your peace of mind. It won't be a reason for you to sit there and be dwelling on anything, because you've already accepted it and moved on. This is very important. A lot of times people get hung up and caught up on things that happen, and they can't change them, and they think about the things that happened or leading up to it and how they could have changed, and I wish I would have did this, and I regret doing this. Once it's done, it's done. Accept it, move on, and just have that peace of mind, because that's going to be important for you to being who you want to be, Aquarius. Seventh card in the spread is indicative of when you are your happiest. Aquarius, this is the Knight of Wands. You are your happiest when you have a sense of adventure in your life. You're not the type of person that likes to be just stuck down in the situations. You're an air sign. You like to flow. You like to move about how you like to move about. You are your happiest when you have a sense of adventure. Something that you are striving toward. It don't necessarily have to be a roller coaster, or you playing hide and go seek with some midgets or something like that. That's adventurous in itself. But you need something that you feel like is adventurous in your life, a task, an undertaking. I wouldn't necessarily put a bunch of stock in trying to, build adventure in a relationship, but I mean something. You need some type of an adventure. Relationships can be adventurous. In my mind, it just doesn't seem like a good idea to put that much stock in one person. But I mean, that's probably sound all kind of crazy now that I listen. Now that I hear myself and what I'm saying, it's nothing wrong with relationships. It's nothing wrong with pouring into people. I just feel like putting so much into another person sometimes takes from you. So just be mindful in a relationship that you are in it for the right reasons. So if you're in a relationship for an adventure and you feel like this other person is supposed to give you that adventure, that may not necessarily be what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you have to create your own adventure. You may find adventure within a relationship, but don't make it be something that is based off of what somebody else is doing. Make it based off of the fact that you just dig this person so much and they have so much potential and they mesh with your life so much that it's an adventure in the life that you guys are living. But you are, Aquarius, you're definitely happiest when you have a sense of adventure in your life. So take heed to that. And yeah, take heed to that. And last but not least, your hidden potentials is signified by the King of Cups. And basically, what the King of Cups is indicative of, and what I rated for in this spread, is your emotional security. The fact, if you can garner this emotional security, be secure in the things that you do, it's not going to be too much that can rattle you. Like I said, you have adaptability based off of the Wheel of Fortune. You have that particular aspect in you. Also, you know that you need this order, and you're going to use that with the adaptability to bring the order. And to do that, you need that emotional security. It's very important. You got to be secure in who you are emotionally, not jump, too far off the end when things happen. Like I said, this spread is all inclusive. It's very complimentary as far as the different cards that I pulled for this particular spread. But yeah, your hidden potential lies in your emotional security, Aquarius. Don't get rattled. Figure out ways that you can just let things be as they are. You know what I'm saying? Also, you got to keep that balance. You got to keep balance. And the key to all of that is emotional security. So if I had to pick out of this spread the cards that were the most important, Aquarius, I would say this one for your emotional security, this one for your adaptability, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Death card for your peace of mind to just accept things that you can't change. All right, Aquarius, we made it through this Keys to Self-Discovery spread. If you have any questions, hit me up in my inbox on Facebook under Shango Rising. You also can DM me on Instagram under Eternal Student 318. Leave a comment on my page here under Real Life Expression. Also, if you haven't subscribed, do me a big favor, subscribe to my channel. Like I said, leave me a comment. We can shoot the breeze in my inbox, or if you need personal reading, we can do that too. Till then, people, good people, my people, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all be easy. Peace.